She looked me dead in the eyes and said, "I'm not your property. I can talk to whoever I want." That moment burned into my memory came just after I caught her texting her ex at 2 a.m. Her smile lit up by the soft glow of her phone screen. I responded without raising my voice, without anger. "You're absolutely right," I said. And with that single affirmation, I made sure she had every ounce of the freedom she claimed she deserved. I just did it in a way that neither of us would forget. She realized what that meant the next morning when she woke up to find her belongings neatly packed and an official eviction notice taped to the bathroom mirror. To all of you watching, we've just crossed the 10,000 subscriber mark. Thank you. I appreciate every one of you. Still, only 16.4% of viewers are subscribed. So if you're enjoying these stories, hit that button. Let's keep growing together. This entire situation unfolded just 3 weeks ago, and to be honest, I'm still astonished at how fast life can flip when you finally decide to stop being someone's emotional punching bag. Ashley and I had been together for 3 years. 8 months ago, after her lease ended, she moved into my apartment. We split groceries and utilities evenly, but the apartment, lease, and every legal document tied to it were in my name. Better credit, better stability. It made sense at the time. But over the past few months, something in Ashley had changed. The shift wasn't dramatic, but it was undeniable. Her phone was always face down. She stayed up later than usual, claiming she was just binge-watching videos. Her affection cooled. Her attention wandered. One night, I got up around 2 a.m. to use the bathroom and saw her curled up in bed, phone glowing in her hands, grinning, like a teenager sneaking messages under the covers. When I asked who she was texting, she immediately turned the screen over and told me to go back to sleep. It happened again a few nights later, 1:30 a.m. Same secretive smile, same screen-lit face. This time I asked more directly, "Who's texting you at this hour?" That's when she hit me with it. "I'm not your property. I can talk to whoever I want." I didn't argue. I didn't explode. I just let her words hang there, nodded, and turned over to sleep. Though sleep didn't come easy. My mind was racing, stitching the fragments together. The next morning, while she was in the shower, her phone buzzed. I looked over. A message lit up the screen. "Good morning, beautiful. Can't wait to see you today." The sender, Brandon, her ex from college. The same Brandon she swore she despised. The one she once claimed broke her heart and would never be part of her life again. Apparently, something had changed. I didn't confront her right away. I chose to observe instead. Ashley started running errands more frequently. Her outings became longer, her explanations vaguer. She spoke of new friends I'd never heard of and gave stories that didn't quite line up. The late-night texting continued. The secretive smile returned. Her phone might as well have been guarded by facial recognition, fingerprint locks, and a nuclear launch code. Then came Wednesday. She told me she had plans with Maria, her friend from work. "Just a girls' night," she said. "Might be back late." That morning, I called in sick to work. Told her I wasn't feeling well. She offered to stay back, but I insisted she go have fun with Maria. She left around 6 p.m. Tight dress, flawless makeup, hair curled, heels clicking across the hardwood. Said she'd text me on her way home. At 8 p.m., I called Maria directly. "Hey, just checking, are you and Ashley hanging out tonight?" Maria sounded confused. "What? No, I haven't seen her since the weekend." So she lied. Still, I didn't go looking for her. I didn't track her down or try to catch her red-handed. I simply waited. She returned just before midnight with a breathless story about Maria crying over a breakup, how they stayed out late talking. I nodded, asked how Maria was doing. She gave me an entire performance: tears, heartbreak, emotional bonding, Oscar-worthy. The next morning, while she left for work, I called my landlord, told him that my girlfriend, who wasn't on the lease, had been living with me, but the relationship was ending and I needed her out. "Is she listed as a tenant?" he asked. "No, just me." "Then you'll need to give her written notice to vacate. Since she's been there for more than a week, you're legally required to give 30 days. He explained the process in detail, how to document everything to avoid issues. I drafted a formal 30-day eviction notice citing breach of lease terms. as subletting or unauthorized residents weren't allowed. Thursday evening played out like usual. Ashley on her phone, giggling at texts, chatting about Maria and her woes. I smiled and encouraged her to spend more time with her friends. Friday morning, once she'd gone to work, I posted the eviction notice on her bathroom mirror and mailed a certified copy. It was clear, legally sound, and left no room for ambiguity. She had 30 days to vacate. That night, she came home, went straight to the bathroom, and seconds later, I heard the paper rip. She stormed out, waving the torn notice. "What is this, an eviction notice?" I didn't flinch. "You said you're not my property and can talk to whoever you want. You're absolutely right. And you're also no longer my responsibility. You can't just kick me out." "I'm not kicking you out. I'm following legal protocol to remove an unauthorized resident from my apartment. This is insane. We're dating. We were dating. Past tense." She tried to deny the lies. I reminded her of Wednesday night when she said she was with Maria, but Maria hadn't seen her in days. Her face went pale. She started stammering about how plans had changed last minute. "To what exactly?" I asked. She claimed she needed alone time, used Maria as a cover so I wouldn't worry. Then came the excuses. Brandon was just a friend, going through a tough time, and needed someone to talk to. "That's fine," I replied. "Talk to him as much as you want, just not while living in my apartment." Her voice broke. "Where am I supposed to go? You have 30 days to figure that out." That weekend, she begged me to reconsider, swore she'd cut Brandon off, promised to be honest, transparent, committed. But I stood firm. She was right, she wasn't my property. And now, she wasn't my problem either. 2 weeks passed. She scrambled. Most of her friends couldn't host her for long. Her parents took her in for 3 days. But the commute was unbearable. Brandon, completely useless. He had roommates and zero interest in being her savior. Eventually, she found a small studio, expensive, cramped, barely affordable, but it was all she could manage on short notice. Word got out. Friends began asking questions. Ashley tried spinning the story, painting me as jealous and controlling. But once they heard both sides, the lies, the late-night texts, the false alibis, they understood why I'd drawn the line. She even argued the eviction was illegal because we were in a relationship. I directed her to my landlord. He explained that relationships don't override lease terms. No contract, no rights. The 30-day countdown ended on a Friday. She packed the last of her things, left the key, and walked out without a word. No drama, no last-minute scene. Just the sound of a chapter closing. Her new place is a far cry from what she had. She's cut back on everything: shopping, dining, even streaming services, just to keep up with rent. And Brandon, gone, disappeared the moment she was officially single. Turns out, guys who chase taken women rarely want the responsibility of being their next serious partner. Ashley reached out a few times, texted, sent messages through mutual friends. She said she'd learned her lesson, wanted another chance, said she finally realized what she had. I reminded her she was free to talk to whoever she wanted, and now she could do it from her own place. Her social circle has noticed the shift. From comfortable stability to solo struggle, it hasn't gone unnoticed. When people ask what happened, I keep it simple. Ashley wanted the freedom to maintain secret connections while still enjoying the lifestyle I provided. So I gave her the one thing she claimed she wanted most: complete freedom. 6 weeks out, Ashley's learning a tough truth. Independence sounds noble until you realize it comes with rent, groceries, bills, and silence. Her Instagram posts about being strong and independent are now flooded with vague, lukewarm responses. The people who know the full story don't comment. Meanwhile, I'm doing well. The apartment's peaceful. My finances are healthier. I'm seeing someone new, someone who believes honesty isn't negotiable. Ashley asked, through mutual acquaintances, if we could ever try again. I told them exactly what I told her that night. She can talk to whoever she wants and live wherever she pleases, just not while being my girlfriend. Under my roof, she wanted freedom. She got it. And she learned, too late, that freedom has a price.